Shalom, Boker Tov, Rabbi Eric Solomon in Raleigh, North Carolina, a little morning Torah, Beth Meir Synagogue. So, the Torah portion is Shemot, first Torah portion of the book of Exodus. It really frames the entire story of Exodus, of my people's slavery in Egypt, bondage, and getting Moses ready, the Pharaoh situation, Shifra and Puah, these midwives who save the Hebrew babies, the male babies. It's an amazing kind of start to the whole story of the story of Egypt and eventual liberation. And this Torah portion is the powerful section about the burning bush, where Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, is called by God to lead the Hebrews out of Egypt. And Moshe has a complicated, life. His identity is, he's a Hebrew, but he gets sent as a baby to avoid a genocide, raised as kind of an Egyptian. His identity is complicated. In that powerful burning bush moment, God says to him, basically, Moshe, go to Egypt and let my people go, liberate us. Moshe's like, I don't know, what are you talking about? And in that dialogue and dynamic back and forth, which is so rich, Moses says, I can't do this for many reasons, okay? But one of them is I'm kaved lashon kaved peh. I have a speech impediment, essentially. My tongue, my mouth is heavy, it doesn't speak well. Now, what God responds is like, don't worry, I'll send your brother Aaron with you, and he'll speak for you, basically. Now, one of the questions, and I was inspired by this by the Torah teacher I listened to recently, that you could ask, though, is if when Moses was nervous or scared, it's like, I'm not a good speaker, I'm a good public speaker. Why are you asking me to do this? I'm going to speak to Pharaoh, the strongest person. I'm going to lead our people, aren't going to listen to me with a speech impediment. Why? What could have happened then is God could have said, don't worry, I'll heal your speech impediment. I'll take it away, and then you can speak well. That's not what God says. Why? Such a rich question. So first of all, you could say because it relies on Aaron. So he actually has to lean on his brother, lean on others, that Moses won't do it alone. That it's going to be a community that brings people to liberation. And that's an amazing teaching on its own. But the one, I like is really that, how can I say it? One of the questions we ask in our lives is, what is our gift to the world? What is our unique soul contribution to this world? When we're no longer here, what can we say we offered, right? Legacy question. And one way to look at that is to say that or to search for that is through what naturally is our talent, what is our gift that we do easily. I'm easily a good athlete. That is my legacy. I'm good at parenting, or I'm good at teaching, or I'm a physician, and it comes more easily to me, or it's my strength that I've worked on for years, right? The way to look at it is, where am I most challenged? Where is it most difficult? So the greatest thing is that Moses' speech impediment teaches us that, first of all, anyone with a challenge can still achieve great things. And second of all, even with your challenge, you're going to use that to show people that you don't speak great, your language is challenged, but you're still going to speak truth. And you're going to show that even with this challenge, it will not stop you. Tough times, they say, tough times don't last, tough people do. Moses showed that he persevered. His perseverance is one of his gifts. Let that be a blessing for us. What's our gift to the world? Maybe it's not what comes easily. It's actually what comes hardest. Shabbat Shalom.